Hey girls, how's it going? I hope your day is going well, except for Amber. I hope your day is going bad. I'm pretty sure it has been because I just watched a lot of different videos of you having just like a rough week. And I'll be honest, I'm a little bit behind because the thing about the LCU is that they are creating new content constantly. And so I decided to do just one big supercut and get everything caught up. Some of it was interesting, some of it was extremely tedious. So I cut out some of the things that were just like not interesting at all to watch. And we're just going to go over what happened like this week, and then there's a possibility that I need to take a break from ALR. Maybe I'll do someone else. I know a lot about the Brazilian Jenkins as well, so if you would like to see me do a video about them, let me know. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. I'm glad you clicked on the video. If you like it, please be sure to like and subscribe, do all that. I am just a teeny tiny channel. This morning I looked and I had 15 subscribers, which is like so exciting. So I need all you like dozens of viewers out there to tell me how you like this, and we're gonna get into it. Let's go.
It's dark time, as you know.
As always, we will be watching some of Apathetic Facts clips. Please go follow them, watch their content, because for the love of God, I could not sit through these LCU streams on my own. It's so much. I could never. So they're doing a really helpful service to the community by making it actually viewable. All right, so like I said, it has been a busy week. I can say a lot of things about the LCU, but not that they are not constantly churning out content. Like I said, there has been stuff about fights with co-hosts, stupid stuff about the VC, everyone turning on ALR, a potential eviction. I don't know. It's been a little bit like drinking from a fire hose. I have 4 videos that I'm going to talk about, so hold on to your butts, everyone, because the last we saw ALR, she was not getting to the goal of going to fat camp, which is like honestly not even a surprise in the smallest amount. But this week felt like a little bit of a slog. I'm not gonna lie. I saw Mr. Snowflake make a post about a video that he was saying it was unwatchable, and I have to agree in some ways. I will say, I think the problem with the LCU is that they need to generate something every night. And so these storylines that they are coming up with get overdone and stale really quickly. And I think, a lot of people might say that the wifey era was the worst era of all, but I am going to have to disagree and say that it might be this era, which I guess I'm glad that it seems like it might be coming to an end. We'll see. I hope so. Fingers crossed. Because the wifey era was boring because her life was really boring. But I think this one is boring because it's showcasing her personality, which is bad.
I'm not doing it on Sunday.
Wait, stream on Sunday?
You always have to be the opposite of me.
She's only happy because now she doesn't have to go to fat camp.
God, Amber, if I'm
She's
being
gonna take
honest,
you to McDonald's, Burger King, Cheesecake
Are you
Factory,
obsessed
KFC,
with my girlfriend?
Long John Silver's, Cheddar's.
Wait, I'm hungry. Where else we going?
look, oh my,
Japanese.
but you know it's all
Where
gonna be
else we
DoorDash. They're not going out to eat, all right?
That's true.
Oh my God.
And honestly, whatever. I shared my thoughts about this in the last video, but like, I knew that this was going to happen. I think we all knew that this was going to happen. I think that ALR is planning to be done with the LCU by then anyway. That's my theory. I talked about this before. I have a theory that she is hoping that she and Tommy can start a couples channel, because she's done like relationship-esque content before in the past. I don't think that's going to work out, but that's what I think she's planning on doing. And our next update is that the bus VC has been shut down again, which is again, like, who seriously is in there? What are you doing? And I think it has to do with the doxing, because Keen makes sort of like a weird post about it.
Keem posted this to the Discord. Goral World members that join the LCU. Many of you have been great, and we genuinely welcome you here. However, some individuals are not welcome with this kind of behavior. Last night in Bus VC, a woman joined and was soft doxed by multiple people. They looked up and shared her personal Facebook profile in the voice chat. We understand this may be common in some Goral World spaces, but in the LCU, we take this extremely seriously. Doxing is dangerous. It creates serious safety risks for everyone in our community and will not be tolerated under any circumstances. As a result, Bus VC is suspended until further notice. We expect better from everyone here. Respect boundaries, protect privacy, and keep each other.
And having heard that, I am going to say that I have to respectfully disagree with this. I think there are, of course, some shady people who have found their way into Goral Worlds, but for the most part, those people have been, like, actually excommunicated. If we think of, like, weirdos who have gone IRL and just been very strange, like FFG, the vast majority of people don't want anything to do with them. And so, from my experience, and again, like, obviously I don't know every single person, but Girl World has been very respectful and knows that doxing can be very dangerous and isn't interested in doing anything. Everyone that I have seen is just here to watch, because y'all are making a fools out of yourselves without our help. I don't need to go IRL. I don't need to seek you out. I am content to just see from a distance, right? And I think that if we're talking about doxing or anything along those lines, I think we might need to look a little bit closer. I think the call is coming from inside the house situation.
Whole controversy around the VC. Do you want to tell us what happened this morning?
I woke up to a show. I was being blamed for like doxing that happened last night, and I was so beyond confused, like genuinely. I ended up going into a private meeting with a few viewers, which was weird, and then a few hosts, and I ended up having a whole BPD in there. Like, I started yelling, cussing at Keem. Turns out, while I was sleeping, so that's the only time I could think it happened, because all three of us last night were in that VC till like 5 a.m. Supposedly someone is like soft doxing, but I am being blamed for it. And then there's this girl named Katie who, the fuck are you? I don't even know who you are, bitch. Like, you aren't on my radar. I don't know who you are. She's in Maine telling everybody that I doxed her, asked for her full name. I don't even know who this person is.
Katie.
And I honestly love it when ALR does her stupid. I literally have no idea what's going on. Like, I'm literally in the Twilight Zone shtick, because it's as if she isn't, like, famous for buying people's information. I think at some point I want to do a little bit more of a, like, retrospective on the times that Amber Lynn says that she's in the Twilight Zone at some point, because it's nonsense. Like, the Twilight Zone is not, it's not like nothing makes sense. Do you know what I mean? It's not like people are lying, whatever. Anyway, so we have a new character that has entered the chat, Katie, and I just have to say that new character, but I struggle when there's like new people who are joining, because if you have seen all that the LCU has to offer and you enter it, then I'm like, a major side eye, I'm not gonna lie. But obviously Amber is like the most combative person in the world, so she immediately starts beefing with this girl, and obviously, like, she should not be doxxed. Nothing bad should happen to her. I just am saying, like, I have a little bit of a side eye for anyone who's like, hey, ooh, I'd like to know what's going on over there with anything that's happening with the LCU.
Katie is the recently, she's been made an intern by Keemstar, I think like a week ago. Is that right? Last week? So
She's gonna get banned.
Why would you get banned?
Because she is harassing me.
Oh, there she is.
Katie.
I didn't even get a choice. Wonderful, thank you.
Well, there is
Hi,
an LCU thing where if a host or intern is being talked about on a show, they can be dragged in. You can choose to leave or whatever. Amber says she's gonna have you banned.
I'd love to see that.
Katie, well, I want you to turn on that camera first. I want to have a discussion.
I'm not doing anything that you're telling me, Amber.
Okay, can one of you tell her, please, to turn on her camera? She's on a primetime show. So we already have step one. It's pettiness.
You had me doxxed, so let's not go there, okay? Let's not talk about petty. When you wanted my full legal name, when you wanted my full legal name,
I want to know the proof. Where's the proof?
I'm not your child, Amber.
Where's the proof?
And honestly, saying that ALR is a bad person who does bad stuff is 100% not a hot take. That's the coldest take I could possibly be making at this point. What I find amazing is that anyone continues to give her a chance, honestly. And like, anytime that someone disagrees with her, all I can imagine is what it must have been like for someone like Beck, who has shared multiple times that, for example, they would fight in the car for hours and hours at a time. And I just think that, like, Amber has to be just wearing people down, just continuing to yell and disagree until she gets that person to back down. That's her main strategy. It also leaves me side-eyeing Keem a little bit more for the post, because Katie is going to share what she thinks happens, and I'm going to be honest, I think that this is, like, very much not a girl world problem. I think that this is, like, a one-person problem, you know?
Essentially, what happened is that there was someone who posted a Facebook thing in the BuzzVC, like, 2 weeks ago, Amber? I don't know, you seem to have a weird sense of time, but I go into that private Facebook thing because I happen to be a part of it. I make a comment on someone else's post. Amber then is told that by someone else that there's, like, this post that is happening. She asks for unredacted, full legal names of the people in a private Facebook group who are apparently talking badly about her, and that makes her really upset. Like, next day, I come into the BuzzVC, think nothing has happened, and then Amber asks me to pull up my Facebook because she wants to check whether or not I was the one leaking. I show her the private, like, the comment that I made on this Facebook post that's redacted, only to find out that you were sent the full unredacted version, and then that is sent in the BuzzVC, and you're told about it and do nothing about it. My full legal name is posted in your BuzzVC, and you do nothing for hours. You are a doxer, you are disgusting, and I had sympathy for you before, I hate you now, okay?
And again, I kind of love it when Amber does this fake voice that she does, this, like, what? I had no idea, because it's such an easy tell for everyone that she definitely did know. And obviously, I have no way of actually knowing, like, what happened in this situation. The good news is, we can have ALR pretend not to know either. And we can tell that she's pretending in this situation, because Tech is going to ask her, like, one really clear question, and ALR is going to respond with, like, the most intense deflection answer possible.
Ask them to get the unredacted post of that Facebook group.
There is literally a screenshot of me saying, why are people in the Facebook group protected, but why are not people in the Discord protected? There is a particular person, I'm not going to say her name, in the Discord that was the one who would go to the Facebook and, like, see this and that, right? She would always redact the names, and when she said she does that just for, like, comfortability, I left it at it as is. We have private messages literally talking about this. I've never once told her, unredact a name. I don't give a what your name is. I do not give a what your name is. I don't care where you live. I don't care where you come from. Nothing. And now the BuzzVC.
And when I say deflection, this is what I mean, because ALR is asked a really straightforward question, one that could be answered with a yes or a no, and she responds about rambling and goes off on a little side quest, and it's this and this and this and this and this and not no, because no would be a clear and easy answer and something that you could demonstratively prove is not correct. And I think she knew that people would be able to say, well, then why does a screenshot that we see later look like this? And when people are not able to give the answer that they know other people want to hear, they're more likely to talk in circles and try and say, like, enough words that they can get the other person confused. And I think the more that I see of Tech, I like him more because he doesn't let this distract him.
Amber, did you at any point ask for, like, the names of the people in the Facebook group?
No, not downright.
Okay.
And we see ALR do this, like, language manipulation thing all the time. She knows that she can't say, no, I didn't do that, because there'll be screenshots or proof or whatever that she did indeed do the thing. And she's not dumb, and so she's going to dance around the thing that everyone knows and she shouldn't do until she gets to the answer that she, like, wants, and we see Karina talk about this all the time. This is nothing new, but anyway, we see that Tech And while I do like him, you know, is still a host and is still, like, at the core part of it, part of the LCU.
Do I think
It has
Amber
to be
asked
its
for personal
own-
information? I don't think Amber asked for personal information. Have people told me that Amber says that? A ton of people have. Do I
And
believe them?
Fupa's always in there too, let's be real.
I'm not in there nearly
As
as much
much.
as you are, though.
Yeah. It seems like another couple people were being harassed based on like people trying to find their identities and stuff in the Discord. They try to point the finger at you as being like the ringleader of some like sting operation. Do I think that in the VC, if someone were to be critical of you, that they may be kind of harassed or kind of like bullied by your fans? Yeah, I can see that.
And I mean, like, what, in this situation, what is he going to say? Yes, I'm working with a horrible person. I mean, like, no, he's at his job too. And so he needs the VC to be a part of it. And it's easier to say, you know, I think that you might have done some shady things, but like, there are also these other bad seeds who are a part of it. It's definitely easier than saying, like, I am working with the bad seed. The bad seed is right in front of me and they need to be deplatformed because it, like, are they going to have a show if they kick Amber off, you know? Also, I think people tend to assume positive things about others until they see it for themselves. And, you know, whatever. I'm going to continue, though, to side-eye Keem because of that post that he made, because apparently he is out here, like, also doxing people like Sweet Tea, and it seems like these people just cannot stop sharing each other's personal information on the internet for some unknown reason.
So they bring up the fact that Sweet Tea is owed new teeth by Keemstar, and that is because apparently he fully doxed her in front of an entire audience of 3,000 people.
Shit, I want Keem to dox me.
Well,
I'll take the weight loss
Amber's
surgery.
name is Amber, just so you know. Now I have to get you teeth.
Keem, come dox me.
And listen, the best predictor for future behavior is past behavior, and we have seen that ALR loves to track... My dog is digging in his bed. ALR loves to track down people's personal information, and apparently the rest of these weirdos can't wait to share each other's information too for some reason. Why? I have no idea. It seems like they just need like new storylines to talk about when things get stale, and this is one of the easier ones that they can come up with. I think I said this before, but the vast majority of people that I've seen in Girl Worlds are normal and know that doxing could be horrible for many people and have no interest in being involved in it, have no interest in going IRL, and are just here to watch. Like I said, these people seem to be committed to doing plenty on their own, and they don't need us to come in and create any more plot lines. I think I can stay from a distance because you will continue to embarrass yourself on the internet. We just don't need to. Anyway, we keep bringing people into the show, and lo and behold, remember when I said that Amber can't say, no, I didn't do that thing, because there will probably be proof that contradicts it.
No.
When we were in VC earlier, before you'd even woken up or whatever, one of your babies, like your little stands, was saying that you asked people to send you the unredacted Facebook names of Katie, and they said they DM'd you it because you asked them. So yeah, they basically said that you asked them.
Oh, just like someone just said, no one yelled at her. This is delusional. I didn't yell.
You didn't yell. Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that they said that you asked them to send them the unredacted names. And they said they DM'd you them, and that's when all of a sudden these sock accounts start to friend her with these fake app profile pictures and all these AR profile pictures that were made like last month.
Yeah, I don't know Kate's real name, and I don't care about it, and I don't have it.
But it was all over Buzz VC, and I'm not being funny, Amber. Like, this isn't a drag. I'm in VCs all the time, but you're in the VC all the time. How do you not see that?
Because I'm not in there 24/7.
But you are. Everyone says it. Even your stands say you're in there all the time. I don't understand how you don't see that. Like,
So I'm in there where I'm sleeping, shower. Okay, fair.
Oh, Amber, you know what I mean by 24/7.
And to the shock and horror of every single person watching, we get someone saying that ALR lied. Can you believe it?
Not an automatic hater. I've watched.
I knew it.
You should check your messages. I sent you a video you might want to see.
I've seen the video.
There's the proof. The proof is in the pudding.
The proof is in the video, and it's not edited. It's not AI. There's proper pictures on Facebook.
Wait, where? Where did you send it?
I don't know if I want to play it on stream because it is a private VC that was recorded.
Right now?
That's fine if
Hold
you
on.
can't play it, but I did want to make you aware of its existence. Because we're not going to sit here and keep pretending like it's a he said, she said thing when it's very clear cut. She is actively asking for redacted names of people. Like, this goes beyond, like, drama. This is, like, unsafe at this point.
You're making people scared to be in the Discord, Amber. People are scared to be in this Discord. They are having panic attacks over being in the Discord because they're getting doxxed.
Amber.
And again, apparently we are shocked, gooped, gagged that ALR tried to do something shady. Again, I'm not sure how anyone at this point could be surprised or be continuing to give her second chances, or how anyone who's interacting with this sphere is shocked at any of this. Whatever. I think that they should be probably afraid to be in the VC or in the sphere of ALR. She has proven herself consistently to be a pretty dangerous person, and they continue to go back and forth on this for a long time, where ALR just really has an opportunity to prove what a diamond of a person she is and always has been.
Just honestly fire me at this point, like truly wholeheartedly, because it is my word, which is the fucking truth, with zero proof from all these fucking people who go, boop, 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 boop. I dealt with this in Girl World, and I'm not dealing with it here. So I'm like, literally just fire me at this point. Because if Keem genuinely believed that I was a doxer, he would have fired me. Does he love this for the drama? Yeah. But does he actually believe it? No.
You're so
or I would not be
smug,
here.
bro. You're so fucking smug.
I'm smug because
Yes.
I'm telling the truth.
I'm sorry if you don't know what the term means, but you were in the VC literally saying, knowing what the tech is going through right now. Oh, we shouldn't even have him. I don't like him. Me and Fupa could run this shit by ourselves.
I was just having entertainment. I was razzing Fupa. I was razzing tech. That's what I do here.
That's not
That is what I do here. You weren't there.
My crown was in there. My crown was literally sitting in there and typed it to me verbatim. But okay, go ahead.
Okay, so your crown is leaking stuff that also isn't even true. Thank you for letting me know. I would let Keem know.
Katie.
Anyway, my favorite part of this is her saying that Keem would have fired her sooner if he knew that she was a doxer, as if we didn't just talk about Keem doxing somebody. So it's obviously not that important to him. Anyway, we end the stream with Keem saying that he thinks that they should just be more expensive to be in the VC, and I mean, whatever. Like, this whole show is a grift. The only goal is for them to make as much money as possible on these cows. Am I right?
What's up, Amberlynn Doxer?
What's up, Keem?
Nah, here's the thing with the bus VC. It's a fucking problem. It was a problem before any of this happened. You know, you guys were fighting over control. It's a constant problem. So we're just gonna have to figure out a solution. Just make it where you have to be a pay pig to bus to get into the VC. Quit around. These people with $10 a month coming in snaking you, make it $100 a month to fuck you.
Why don't you just change the tier on the bus channel and do like a $20 one?
There isn't a $20 tier.
Well, you could add a fifth membership tier at $50.
Bro, I ain't doing all that, bro.
Don't make money. It's cool.
So anyway, we're gonna jump to the next day, and let me tell you, the vibes in this one are immediately very different and immediately off.
In a horrific mood, if we're being quite frank.
Why no? That's why you're in a new location, right? And
Anne Frank.
You recently, well, Anne Frank's funny that you say that, because I heard a little lady got in trouble for yelling. I heard that someone kind of caught some shit for yelling.
Yeah, so we're in my quiet girl era, and I'm no longer going to be yelling. So if I can't be entertaining without yelling, I just don't belong here.
Do you want to tell them what happened? Because I saw you talking to Keemstar in a group chat about a certain little lady getting in trouble.
So I'm actually really embarrassed, I'm not gonna lie. So they've told me, girl, you gotta keep it down. And I thought I was doing a good job, right? Apparently I wasn't, because they took a video outside my apartment. You guys, I'm telling you, I was beat red. Like, I was so embarrassed.
Yeah, I've seen the video because she sent it in our group chat to Keemstar about, oh no, the world's ending. My neighbors hear me fucking yelling. And you're just yelling like at Fupa, it sounds like. It's just you going, fuck you, I fucking hate your guts, I don't give a fuck about you, you're nothing. And I can't imagine as a neighbor walking by and hearing this and not assuming the worst.
And I know this is going to be a shock to everyone, but apparently ALR is not just a terrible pet parent and not just a terrible person. She's also a terrible neighbor, and that's something that we don't talk a lot about. We talk a lot about the pets and the significant others and how her conduct must scare them, but we don't always think about the neighbors. And if she lives in an apartment complex, and she clearly does, it seems like she's probably being a nuisance to those people as well. And again, this isn't exactly a hot take, but someone who is a narcissist is likely unable to recognize that other people have needs. Like, it's just not something that they can see. It's not something that they are aware of. She mentioned that this had been brought up to her before, and she didn't change her behavior. So we know that the complaints of other people, the concerns of other people just don't matter to her. But she does go on to say that she likes the apartment and she feels bad and doesn't want to move.
Neighbor is a 600-pound fucking woman. That's already like, what the fuck? She's in her apartment every fucking night screaming and yelling and cussing at people.
No, listen, I feel really bad about it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not trying to disturb people. I'm just trying to do my job, okay? It's really funny because in the clip, you can hear me scream about accountability. The fact that they can hear me that well, I mean, I love living here. Like, I genuinely do. I don't want to move. It's a great place to live, so I have to follow rules, you guys. So...
And, like, honestly, fair enough. I am an able-bodied person, and I don't want to move myself. And we know that ALR would need a lot of help if she was going to move to a new place. And this is, of course, the right thing to say, but we also know one thing is true. Past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior, and I will continue to say that. Of course, that is sort of like an oversimplification to say, like, someone who did one bad thing in the past isn't always likely to do it again, you know? It's like claiming that if you know a teenager who is, starting to drive and they get into a couple fender benders, that they are always going to be a high-risk driver. And while the insurance risk is that they will likely be more of a high risk or harder to insure than, say, like his middle-aged mother, right? With a clean driving record, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to crash again because there are intervening variables, like he learned from his mistakes, maybe like frequently drives in locations, practices, gets more experience, he makes responsible choices related to a companion, that sort of stuff. And, you have to consider, like, the actions of the other people around them. But there are certainly factors that make it more likely that a person is going to engage in the same behaviors over and over again, right? Like, habitual behaviors are more likely to be recurred than singular behaviors. Also, if a person has not made any substantive change in their lives, it's way more likely that they're going to repeat the same behaviors over and over again. And consistently, studies have been done around things like exercise, smoking, and drug use that show that they're able to predict future behaviors by past behaviors. Of course, people can make like huge changes in their lives. They can undergo a lot of growth on themselves. And, we can all probably think of somebody who has gotten sober in their life or potentially like lost a lot of weight or something like that. But the important thing is that those people likely did something that broke the pattern that they were in that allowed them to make that change and make different choices going forward. They removed themselves from the cycle. And I think, do we see ALR breaking cycles of self-destructive behavior in the past? We do not. ALR talks about how she was confronted, and I think we could go back to the narcissistic traits because she immediately jumps into how she felt like she should be treated special. Like, she's apparently completely shocked that the security guard literally doesn't care that she's a YouTuber and just wants her to be quiet.
He was ruining my life. He was just, he didn't care. He was just like, oh, okay. Well, you got to keep it down. I was like, okay, sorry.
The chat
comes in with the point that honestly has to be true, which is that living next to ALR has to be actually awful.
Around you has to be insane. Just
no, it's a joy. It's a joy to be around me.
Now with this neighbor thought, this video of the neighbor recording you, I imagine they're just like, oh my god, how embarrassing, how horrid.
Just imagine, like, you come home from your 12-hour shift working on your feet, you're chilling, you're relaxing, and then in about 5 minutes, you sat down on the couch. Here comes this screaming and cussing for 2 hours straight.
They're working their real
I didn't
9
get
to
any
5 job,
complaints.
and they
And I think we should throw out the narcissistic traits can set again, because it's clear that that's just like not a concern for her. She starts laughing. She doesn't care. Like, fantasizing about being amazing much. We see it immediately. And honestly, Fupa is not helping the situation, just feeding that narcissistic supply, because she shares that she thinks people would be interested instead of just not caring and wanting her to be a quiet neighbor.
I just have to say, like, if I was her neighbor, I would be like sitting there with a thing of popcorn. I'd be like, "Ooh, what is it?
Me too. I
What
wouldn't be
are
calling the
you guys arguing
landlords.
about? I want to listen."
And like, they know that other people don't care about their show, right? Like, this is for a very specific audience, and their neighbors probably don't care at all. Their neighbors probably just want to go to sleep in their house. I'm trying to think of like anyone who has kids. I have a kid, and if you were keeping my kid awake when I just really wanted to go to sleep, it would have not taken me 2 months to complain about it. I would have complained about it much earlier. But I just can't get over it. Like, that people won't care about your show, right? Like, lots of people just want to exist in their house. And I don't know. I am curious, maybe this will be another future video, is that like I would love to see statistics about people who are narcissistic, who are using like the legal system, suing people as a weapon, right? Because I feel like that probably has to happen a lot.
Hi, my love. If you're Katie, hi. So I can actually sue you for emotional distress because you've been harassing me wherever I go. That includes this chat. That includes my Bus VC. That includes
DTS.
Bus. Oh my god.
So you were saying emotional
Um,
distress, emotional eating,
Yes,
or
because you are literally going on, other platforms. Everywhere I go, you're there spreading lies. I never doxed you, never asked for your docs. Don't give a who you are. So if anyone has a thing to sue, my suing will entice quicker than yours because there is zero proof that I've ever tried to dox your dumb, ugly ass. You fucking stupid.
Anyway, we see ALR frantically trying to shift this negative attention onto anyone else.
I need space from you. So Phantom is acting like a fool.
were we supposed to talk about that?
No.
Amber?
Oh wait, what?
Amber, we literally said we're not talking about that. That wasn't public.
This is why no one fucking likes you, because you do dumb fucking shit like this. Like,
It was like 20 minutes ago,
never
Amber. It was 20 minutes ago. We literally said 20 minutes ago, hey, we're not talking about this. We're not going to cover it. And you said, okay.
I just doxed her love story. For the one time, I'm on Team Phantom.
And anyway, we got more proof that these storylines are all made up, blah, 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 whatever. Like, this is all stuff that we definitely knew, and it doesn't matter at all. But I think what does matter is that we have some more proof that ALR definitely would dox someone and is indeed actually very dangerous with people's information.
I love when you have to be quiet, when you want to rage. I love
so
that.
Nice. I can't. I'm still on it. Sorry, I'm upset for you, Fupa.
That's why you literally can't tell her anything because she's going to bring it up.
Oh.
Just like she knows my real name. She was like, I know your real name.
Oh, that's so scary. That's actually very scary.
I know both y'all's names.
He knows one of my last names.
Everything, and I'm gonna dox
you. My name's Tom. Text snakes, people.
7799.
There wasn't enough numbers, but I appreciate you, Queen.
No, my social security has a ring to it. It's like
stop. Stop.
It has like a song. It's like a.
Do you like self-destructing? Are you a fan of this?
ALR talks about how her pets are good for her mental health, and let me just say, I don't want to see it without the pets. I don't want to see what the mentals are looking like without the pets. But also, as I was listening to her talk about this, I was like, don't you think if these animals actually did help you and did make your mental health feel better, that you would go out of your way to take better care of them?
Support pets. So someone said that's not a thing, emotional support pets. So yeah, actually it is, because my pets help with my mental health drastically, especially as someone who lives alone and has really bad mental health. So you can get them registered. So they're no longer considered pets, they're considered family fuckers. So you don't have to pay rent, which I don't give a fuck about that. I'll pay rent all day long. So what happens is a lot of places here in Oklahoma, and majority of the places, you can only have 2 pets at once, but I have 3, and I will never in a million years leave one of my pets behind just to move into an apartment or a home or whatever it may be.
Anyway, Keem decides to jump on and is clearly annoyed that ALR is not crashing out. But I think more importantly, Keem lets us know that he does not really want his lol cows to stream on both their channel and on his channel. And I think Keem is going to try and convince her to blow everything up. This is like a longer clip, but I do think it shows like what a weird effed up workplace this is, and just like what a strange environment ALR got herself involved in. I will say with full knowledge of how strange it was.
All the contract really says is like, you can't do the Becky bullshit where you like copy our business model, and then you can't do the Rastov scooter thing where you go and just use this to launch a solo career. And like, there's a cool down period of 60 days. But as I told all the hosts, I'm like, if you leave on good terms, I can just send you an email and be like, you can stream on your own right away. Like, you know what I mean? I had to take care of like, you know, Queens and then Live and then of course Bus. So, and everybody on Queens, Live and Bus has signed the contract. So
I've signed plenty of non-competes and stuff like that. And you know, your boss asks you to do something. Unless you have something to hide, why not just do it?
yeah, I was pretty happy yesterday because like even Amber signed it and it's like, she didn't have to, but she did, so.
I love that.
Like, one thing I've made very clear, and I'll make it public, I said if I start becoming miserable in the LCU, then I'll quit. Like,
I'm miserable right now. I'm depressed. You are giving
You
me
make millions.
depression right now from being in this
you don't
call.
believe in depression.
Everybody's tone is so damn low. Fupa,
Because
tag,
I cannot get evicted. I'm not a millionaire like you.
dude, I say let's hit a fucking goal and get your ass evicted, bro.
I have never wanted to. I have not wanted to quit in weeks, and I feel it right now happening in my
You're gonna
chest.
I think if we get 20 members, you gotta yell for 10 seconds in your house
I'm
as
gonna
loud
go.
as you
Have a
can.
good show, you guys.
No,
This is
yell in your house.
No.
Yell in
You
your
wanna
house.
Talk about going IRL. You guys are doing
Get
that
your
right
neighbors
now.
involved.
When Amber says no, she really means yes. Listen, I care about your show. Your show sucks. This has been boring as shit. I've been playing
You haven't
Rocket League,
watched.
listening to this in the background, and I've been like, dude.
You
what
haven't
is
watched.
wrap it up, bro. Bus is
Okay.
gonna have to go at 8 a.m., bro. Okay, but listen, Bus is slowly every single day getting more and more boring. We have
That's why we
to.
have almost 4,000 viewers.
Dude, chat, am I wrong? W's in the chat if you think like it's starting to get boring. We need to get a Bluetooth speaker cranking in that room, connected to the TTS.
I'm not letting you ruin my life, Keem. I'm sorry. I'm just not.
They're bored out of their mind. They want to be entertained. We are entertainers. That's our job.
My job is to protect my fur babies.
Okay, but if you can't yell, then that like, then no one's gonna watch.
Then
Yeah.
fire me.
Just yell thank
Then fire
you.
me.
You said you have 15
Tara.
days to fix it, right? That means you
I'll
have
also
15
still be
days
on
to yell.
Hero.
Yeah, or 14 days to yell.
Dude,
No,
that.
they said I have 15 days to fix it or I'm gone.
Yeah, so spend 14
Hey.
days being loud. The 15th day, be quiet as a mouse.
And honestly, it seems like Keem seems to have forgotten that ALR is not the kind of person that can just like move, you know? ALR is dependent on other people, and we see that all the time, but it seems that Keem has forgotten that she cannot just go like look for a new apartment on her own or move or whatever. And honestly, like where she is right now seems like it could be a good setup for her. Physically, she's able to move around it pretty well. It sounds like she has the kind of security in terms of like not, you know, like a front desk area. She's able to have all of her pets with her emotional support family members, whatever. And so I have a hard time thinking that she's going to find another apartment that is going to be as good of a fit for her, honestly.
All right, I'm
You
going
can
to check
move.
out.
I should not have to solve this problem. You should be solving this problem, but I'm willing to help you solve this problem because you're not going to be able to do your show or even your own YouTube channel if you have to whisper.
I'm literally talking at a normal tone.
You kind of got to yell to do
I'm
this
sorry,
show.
but I watch all these other shows. No one yells. So why do I have to yell?
All the main shows yell. All the boring shows don't.
Like, I hate how something I've noticed is Keem, Tech, Fupa, y'all love to kick me when I'm already down.
It's not that. We want the entertainment. And I already told
Like,
you
I'm
this
having
at the
heart
end. that we
palpitations
want-
working here.
We like yelling and
palpitations.
screaming.
My favorite part of this is Fupa yelling, "We like yelling and screaming." And I was like, do we? I don't think I do. I don't know. Do people enjoy that? I find it exhausting. Anyway, Keem keeps pressuring ALR to be good at her job, which she doesn't want to be. And this is where we see things like start to turn. I think this is the beginning of Tech's breaking point with ALR. And I think that this is a moment when Tech is going to like actually gain some brownie points with all of Girl World.
Has to be a fucking solution. Soundproof panels, soundproof paneling, move. You know, there has to be a solution where you can still do an entertaining show.
So this isn't part of the show, you guys. I'm actually being bullied and pressured. What was part of the show, though, was me bringing up Phantom and having them act like I wasn't supposed to.
I'm posting the show notes. I'm posting the show notes. Actually, I have the recording of the when we were live on air because I record when I open up OBS. You want to lie to the fucking audience? You weren't supposed to out Fupa. You weren't supposed to out Phantom. You are lying out your fucking teeth to try and make other people look like they're responsible for. This is your job. People pay you thousands of dollars a fucking month to entertain them. You are lying. You are lying. Don't shit on Fupa for this.
Mouth.
I love Phantom. Phantom's been a day one for me since he started the LCU.
I will quit if Fupa lies. Because this ain't a joke now.
Don't try and make it seem like something lie.
Fupa?
Phantom didn't want this public. Fupa didn't want this public.
Team, I'm about to message you privately.
Yeah, that she doesn't want me on the show anymore.
Recording.
Yeah, you're gonna make Fupa lie. I'm gonna post a recording, and then she's now getting dragged with you. Okay.
Post the recording.
I mean, we have the show notes in our group chat, dog. What do you mean? Everything we're gonna talk about is right there. The goals, everything.
Oh my god! If you recorded, I
just stop lying. Just stop lying, Amber.
I'm literally not lying.
It's the 5 minutes before I put my intro music on. Right then and there, Fupa's like, "Hey, don't talk about this." Okay, is her response. Okay, I won't. And now, it doesn't matter what your restrictions are, Fupa. You have to get dragged. Anything Amber feels is a little bit uncomfortable. Doesn't matter if it's good for the show. She's not doing it.
I wanted to come in here real quick to literally, like, I've never been more real in my life on a show. That if Fupa does not tell the fucking truth, then I will not show up tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the next day, and this show is over.
I know, but is there a thing where you maybe we're going to talk about it and then you changed right before the show?
This is your chance, baby girl.
She brought up, like when we were talking about that we're going to talk about Phantom and Sweet Tea and shit, she said, "Can I bring up the fact that you said you're on a break or that you wanted space or whatever?" And I said, "Yeah, I mean, we can, but you're going to have to bring it up because I really don't want to talk about it. Like, I didn't want it to be public."
Yes, Tech was lying.
Wait, did you change your mind right in the first 5 minutes of the show?
No. I would never, ever in a million years bring up something that Fupa does not want me to. That is something her and I have talked to in private. We will never hurt each other IRL.
Okay, well,
I'm just so tired of this. Keem, will you understand?
A lot of these moves and a lot of this stuff is directly affecting the show. All right.
I'm having heart palpitations.
I get it. But we need to protect the show. All right. We need to make sure these fans get entertained. All right.
It's just a lot for one person every day. And to be the center of the topics every day. It is a lot for me. When I just came here to talk about the fucking LCU, bro. I've never seen someone lie with so like conviction. Like you had like.
They were baiting you. They were obviously baiting you. Not. He baited you to trigger you.
Okay.
And it happened. And now something entertaining happened other than the fucking funeral we were happening before then.
Wow. And look, Amberlynn crashes out and actually has heart palpitations, and she was able to do it quietly. So it looks like I can do my fucking job. I think I have AFib.
But then we get to the crux of where every Girl World follower eventually gets to. I think a lot of people probably start off with enjoying her. She definitely has like a tragic story and shares a lot of stuff on the internet. And so she has some things that I think I could understand why people resonate with her. But I see this is where Keem must be at his relationship point with her. Like he's at 2 months and he is getting exasperated.
Amber, why is it so impossible to do anything to better your life, right? I've talked to you about diets. I've talked to you about going to fat camp. I've talked to you about a million different things. Now you're in a situation where you're not going to really be able to do this show because you have to fucking whisper. Like, why can't we make steps in the right direction? Like, dude, you need to fix your fucking life from top to bottom, and I'm here to help.
Amber, would you be willing to get the soundproof panels?
I can't right now. I have to pay taxes soon. I don't have the money. That's point blank period. My money problem, my money situations is no one else's fucking business. I shouldn't have to put that out into the world.
Reach the goal to play the video that Amber's neighbor took from outside her window of her screaming. They only played the audio to avoid doxing where she lives.
Waiting play in 3, 2, 1.
Looks super greasy. Your hair looks super greasy.
go back. To
All right, Amber, listen. Stop this. All right. There's no reason to be sad. Let's just fix the fucking show. All right. By fixing the show, maybe we need to rent like a little studio for you to go to do your show every day or something.
An office, like one of those small offices, because like no one would be there at the time of the show.
Well,
it's an office space.
But now you're asking Amber to leave her house 5 days a week.
Yeah, like a normal person. I mean, technically, it could be a show expense. It could be a show expense that comes off the show, like off the top before any money gets split up. So even if it was like $1,000 a month for like a small little 1-bedroom apartment or something.
Oh, dear Heavenly Father, how do I get there every day?
Probably not walking. Well, okay, Keem says walking. I was thinking probably not that.
Well, she needs to walk. Have you seen her?
Yeah, I mean, if it comes off the top of the show, I'm down. That means that like a certain percentage gets pulled from each of us.
What about if her apartment has like storage units or garages? What about doing one of those?
You could yell in the garage.
A storage unit?
They're probably way cheaper.
No, their storage unit. No, it wouldn't work because I have a storage unit here and it won't work. Trust me. People watching think that everything is just so easy to figure out. Well, it's not. I don't drive, so you can kiss my.
Well, if you don't drive, how do you go anywhere or do anything?
I don't really go anywhere.
Or mommy.
Oh, for fuck's sake. We need to get you driving ASAP. I will teach you how to drive.
No joke, Amber. Just get a cute little studio with an actual professional setup and decorations. Treat this like you care, bro.
True.
Okay, but would you be willing to switch apartments like the one that I told you, like getting an in unit and on the top floor?
No.
Why?
If we can find a little tiny place for me to go every single day so I can scream and yell at my freedom, then we could do that. But I don't know how that would even happen. I would have to talk to my mom. Would she be willing to drive me every day and pick me up every day? That's a big expense on her, so I would probably have to pay her for that and like gas and this and that of it all. It's going to be financially a burden.
Just move. That place sucks. You can't even raise your voice there.
No, I love living here, and regardless of where you live, I do not want to yell and have my neighbors hear that.
Move so you don't have neighbors that'll hear that.
Get a townhouse.
And the thing is, like, these are conversations that Girl World has all the freaking time. Because it's like, treat it like you care. Try anything. And ALR is like, no, it's too hard. I can't. Despite the fact that, like, every other person in the world, not everyone, but, like, most people manage to have a job. It's not a particularly unique thing for anyone to have. And there is something that is, like, absolutely infuriating about somebody saying that, like, solutions that exist and solutions that are available are impossible. And there's just, like, no reason to try at all. And this is the exact fed up energy that is going to go into the next stream that they do. I'm only going to pull a little bit of it because honestly it was so boring to watch. Even in the ALR, or even in the apathetic facts cut. But we're going to go to the last video next, which I think is probably the most interesting. You had to do like the homework watching these ones to get to that last video where it's going to be worth it, you know?
We have our wonderful Miss ALR. How you doing today?
I'm still stuck in my bedroom.
Aw, and we have the beautiful Miss Fupa Cheese. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hi, ladies. We have a lot to talk about today, okay?
Too much. I had the option to fire Fupa, but like at the time I had an empath moment. I should have fucking done it. I'm in fear for my health. I feel like she's gonna give me a heart attack one day.
That's gonna be the 600 lbs, not me. Whatever you think.
Okay, go take your greasy hair and shove it up Texas.
Oh, we want to talk about greasy hair. Why is your hair up in a ponytail?
You think that's the only reason why bitches wear their hair in a ponytail? You think that's the only reason why bitches wear their hair in a ponytail? That's the only fucking reason.
Okay,
you think that's the only fucking reason?
Why you're still in your fucking pajamas?
This isn't a pajama. This is Betsy Johnson dress.
Okay, it kind of does like pajamas though. We are starting off immediately with what's going on with our goal today because this entire week, the entire bit of last week, it's either ALR can't work with me or can't work with Fupa. For both of you, I don't even want to
be on the show anymore.
I know.
Honestly, she comes in, she's in a bad mood, and let me tell you, like this personality trait where someone's like in a bad mood, so they decide they're gonna ruin the day for everyone else, literally has to be my least favorite personality trait that exists, that's available on the market. But they are putting everyone else in a bad mood, and it seems like everyone is potentially only willing to put up with ALR as long as she is making them money. But once that has stopped, they're just like not willing to deal with her anymore. And watching this as a viewer, I really do feel like I'm gonna like tear my own hair out. It's awful. It's dreadful to watch.
We have some super chats coming in. We have some new members.
Just hurt my head.
Well, it's your fault. Start yelling. Oh, Amberlynn doesn't want to get evicted. Aw.
At least I don't have to live off of my fucking girlfriend's daddy.
Well, does your girlfriend have a daddy? You want to talk about that?
Okay, that was so stupid. My girlfriend is my daddy.
All right, pause.
And honestly, this is what I mean when I say that the show is just like her personality now, which is a problem.
I don't know. I think Lamb
I'm
is
actually just done with the show because at this point the show is a flop. But I'm done. This is no longer a prime time. This is a snooze fest.
It's not a snooze fest. Like you all you do is complain about not wanting to be here.
Johnny's not here.
Whoa, $20.
You know
That's a good burn.
like? Oh my god, you look like Mrs. Potato Head.
Bitch, you look like a
Wait,
lump
wait,
of fucking
Wait, you really look like Mrs. Potato Head.
What the fuck is that? Oh.
And this is what I mean. Because like her personality is apparently just like being mean and pretending to be a spaz. And I guess that some people may be like that, but it seems like myself and the rest of the viewers are just not into it. And I know that for me, it is exhausting to watch.
Idea what's happening.
I mean, this is pretty on par because our ex-host was in the same boat. He was just as confused.
Voldemort?
Yeah.
No, it was actually perfect show with him.
I don't want to keep second guessing what you're saying when you say shit like, oh, I can't believe you take me seriously. Okay, do you want me to ever take you seriously?
Tech isn't seeing the light, you guys. Don't let him fool you.
NBC.
Why don't I do anything fun? Because
friends.
that's not what the viewers want.
Oh
That's
my
why
God.
we've tried it and people hate it. Like y'all are never happy because majority of you are from Girl World, but the Girl World people, you guys are so fucking annoying. All you want to do is fucking talk about me. Whenever we talk about anything LCU related, the whole thing is just tomato after tomato after tomato. All of you, like genuinely sit on and spin, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Is that what you want, Amber? Is you want to be the reaction to the LCU channel here on Bus? You want to give your commentary about the other shows?
That's what every fucking show does, bro. Are
I'm asking you.
Joke?
I'm asking you. What do you want?
I came to the LCU to be a part of the LCU.
Okay, answer the question. What do you want?
That is my answer.
You're in the LCU.
What does that mean?
No, we are Girl World fucking marketing. I'm over it.
ALR starts talking about how she thinks the show needs to not focus on her and how they shouldn't talk about her life anymore, and she just wants to be more a part of the LCU. And I'm sorry, are we thinking of the same LCU? Because to me, the LCU is a lot of people like saying slurs and abusing each other. That's what you want to be more a part of. I guess if the option is that you could choose that or people asking about Rarity, maybe that's a logical choice, and it makes sense why she would want to be more of the LCU.
Mad, yo!
Eviction!
This is what I've been doing from the fucking beginning that I started YouTube. Not just the LCU. I troll. And then when I joined the LCU, Scooter and Sweet Tea was along with the troll. Because that is me. But now I have someone who every time I troll, you call me out. It takes it away.
What is the troll? What is the end game of the troll here?
You're so dumb.
There is no end game. There's just a lack of accountability. You want to say everything is not to be taken seriously. Oh, you can't hold me accountable because I wasn't serious about this. I wasn't serious about that. You just want a free pass to be annoying, boring, obnoxious to the audience.
Amber, we all know that your fights are fake and it's getting old. Even if Tech was gone, this show will be boring because we know the truth. You make no sense, Amber.
She doesn't make sense.
I think her BPD makes it where she's one way 1 minute and another way the next.
I watch YouTube. The chat watches YouTube. They are choosing to spend their time watching this. And if every single fucking moment is going to be considered fake, what are they watching? Is this a show about, hey, look how fake we can be? Guys, don't you know it's all for show? I'm just here for the money. Blah, blah, blah. What are they watching? And then they come to the show and they're like, I saw you lie about this, Amberlynn Reed. Here's $20 to confirm that you're lying. Tech, read this. I read it. And it's like, nope, it's made up. Haha, don't believe everything. Also, you're doxing. I'm going to get you banned. What? What do you mean? They are literally fans of you that have gone out of their way to stop watching streams to go hang out with you in person on a fucking call, and you're like, fuck you, you'll get banned. I don't want you here anymore. To what? Because they're exposing you? It's your actions. It's your behaviors. Take your behaviors and be accountable for it. Are you friends with Amberlynn Reed?
No.
Do you
They're
like
coworkers.
Do you like Amberlynn Reed?
No.
And I bet she's off screen watching this fucking thing and she's taking notes. Kim.
And ALR rage quits, I suppose, over creative differences. And we switch to Fupa and Tech just like roasting her for being annoying. And honestly, it felt sort of cathartic to watch, I'm not gonna lie, because the things that ALR does are so frustrating and so annoying for me, the viewer. I can only imagine like what an awful experience it would be to have her as a coworker. And it honestly seems like Tech is like truly at the end of the line with her, you know, for like her and her involvement with the LCU. And that is clear from the last recap we're going to watch, because they are fighting. They're talking mad shit about each other. They're both accusing each other of lying. And Tech worked with ALR for like 1 week, and he's ready to like blow up his career at the LCU because he just cannot stand her.
Spite donations because like I wasn't there. I'm sorry, but those donations were because of me. Call me a narcissist. It's because I left and people wanted to see me hurt, and it worked. So good job. I'm sitting there trolling because that's what I've done for over a fucking decade, and I'm sitting there trolling and he calls me out on it in front of thousands of people. It's just we ain't vibing.
He's the showrunner. He's the wrangler. His job is to set you off. His job is to make sure you keep getting the hate donations no matter what. And I've seen people do that before, like, oh, yes, keep them off just to, you know, make it rain.
Yeah, there's a difference between doing that for the show and like being real.
You should be on LOCal, BPD. Who else has BPD?
Literally half the bitches in the LCU, Luna.
Okay, give me
Is it real
I got
BPD?
ADHD. Yeah, Luna.
It's like these bitches when they're like, I have BPD. It's because they watch like a TikTok.
Bro,
I feel like Keem would probably agree with this too. Like, even at our best, it wasn't good enough.
And at this point, I'm not even going to argue with ALR, because even when the show was good, it was bad. Do you know what I mean? I have not watched a lot of the other LCU shows, but like, there is something that people are enjoying about them. And as far as I can tell, no one, not even Keem or the other hosts, seem to like this show. And the thing that ALR keeps going back to is that she's like, I'm a troll. And you know, Karina talked about this in another video that I saw. She's like a bad troll because people immediately see through what she's doing. It doesn't really work if you're like trying to pull a prank on someone and they immediately know that you're trying to prank them.
We made
what was your
not
goal?
Much. The goal was $4,000. That's the goal she wanted to put.
But
I thought that was crazy.
For?
To have her go spend time with Thick Gemini on Hero for Thursday and Friday.
I'll do it for free.
Something she's already been doing for free. And the other goal she wanted was to, make me pretend to quit fuck bus. And I was like, I don't think that would work. That's bad.
Okay, so I think the Thick Gemini goal, I can see why that didn't hit. But like the quitting bus thing, I feel like if done properly, that one would have hit.
Agreed.
When she left, right, after an hour and 20 minutes on screen, we made 7 times more than when she was there. But she got proved wrong. And sure enough, she left our group chats. She says she's quitting bus. I can't work with Tech Protect and Fupa anymore. I need my own spot. And when the stream ended, she hopped into that call immediately after and was like, you're crying's fucking fake. I don't fucking believe you. You're lying to the audience, and I'm glad they believe you, but I don't.
Okay, so in case you missed it, they are fighting essentially because as an idea for what they were going to talk about in the show, Tech suggested that ALR take a BPD test. ALR was very much not into it, and then said maybe she would do it, and then didn't, waffled. It seemed like back and forth. And now ALR is saying he was trying to pressure me into doing something. And I think that in the society that we live in a post-Epstein Files world, we know that saying a man was trying to pressure me into doing this thing has a very different connotation than what actually maybe happened in this situation. So I understand why Tech would not want her to voice her concerns in this way. But when we see them fighting in this, what it's going to come down to is that ALR is going to demand that he say that he was wrong. And I think that it's very possible that he has things out of this, whatever LCU area that could really negatively impact him, if a clip like that were to exist. But also, just like on principle, he doesn't feel like he did anything wrong. And ALR is going to continue like playing this character and saying nothing is real. But then like when something actually happens, she's going to blow up. Do you know what I mean? And it is really hard to tell, like, when is she being serious? When is she just playing this character? Like, when is she actually going to get offended by something? And let me tell you, just like watching her fight with people is so draining to watch. I can only imagine what it would have been like to have her as a partner and to get into fights with her.
And coerced, I agreed to it, but I did not want to do it.
The way you speak to Fupa, to say, right, Fupa? I'm the one telling the truth.
Okay, hold on,
right, Fupa? The truth is, Amber.
Heck, if you had the clip, you would have sent it to Keem privately.
Didn't you just talk and now it's my turn?
You
Or
would
are
have
gonna
sent
try
it to
and gaslight the
Keem.
audience again.
Okay.
Every single person I work with
literally said, we are doing it. I already made
would
the
have
picture and the
never.
thumbnail and the
I
title
would
and the
have
this.
never.
The title is Amberlynn has been faking her illnesses. I just went and looked, and we're like all looking at some random something. I never even looked at this until now. So I never even knew what that meant until this moment.
She said just now before she left, because she's a fucking liar, I didn't know what the thumbnail was. I didn't know until just this moment. And if you look here is the screenshot from yesterday. It's 11 a.m. my time.
So we're going back and forth. ALR is insisting that Tech was trying to force her to take this BPD test, which she's apparently not okay with, despite the fact that she's constantly talking about it. Anyway, whatever. I'm not going to say that she should have done this or whatever, because like she would lie about anything. There doesn't even need to have been a conflict, and she would lie about it. But she insisting that Tech was trying to force her to do something she was uncomfortable with is why Tech is probably pushing back as hard as he can. Anyway, we can see Tech, basically prove that she was a liar, which, like, is again, like, not a hot take at all. But I think this is where the turning point for Tech is. Like, he is not going to go back to working with her, it seems like. At least not cordially, ever.
Supposed to be 2 hours before the show. Well, I'm saying, hey, am I still hosting? No answer. I don't know. The meeting time rolls around. No meeting. No meeting. I have yet to have an actual conversation with Amberlynn about her takes, her lying, her deceit, her bad behavior. And so I say, hey, look, am I hosting? I'm told yes. I was like, all right, well, my show notes are, you, Amber. We're going to talk about you and how bad of a person you are all day today.
What do you have to say to the people in the chat that think this whole thing is fake?
I wish it was fake. I wish that I have not lost my temper ever online. I'm a very calm person. I can't believe the fucking lengths you would go to try and cover up how your bad behavior makes you look on the platform.
Where the fuck is Amber?
She doesn't want to be here.
She just messaged me. She said, it hurts me on a personal level that you're letting Tech lie and letting people believe that I'm the liar.
I'm going to call her. What the fuck?
I wasn't sure if I was going to be on today. I wasn't sure what the action plan was. I thought for sure Keem was going to have me fired or removed from the show or something. But they said, oh, Tech, if you want to have a meeting, you want to have a conversation with Amber, have it on the show. Yeah. So here, I wish she was here. I'm ready to fucking drag her. I'm ready to ask her the questions I've been having to restrict myself from asking, because she's like, oh, we can't talk about this. We can't talk about that. Oh, she just went on nuts to try and, like, I think, shop around for a new replacement. And you know what they said? No, I'm not going to host Buzz. Talia was like, I'm not going to fucking work with you. What the fuck? Look, the opportunity would be nice, but it'd be a fucking nightmare to be in front of that many people working with, Amberlynn Reed. I want her here.
We are treated to another clip from Emily via the other Rachel. And oh my god, let me tell you, this is the first time that I have enjoyed watching anything from the LCU in weeks. because it has been a slog, let me tell you.
You know what? Let's take a quick break. Can you watch this with me?
I'm ready.
As our arguments progressed, Amberlynn knew that she could not argue with me in front of her. Like, that was a huge hard no, and she knew those boundaries, but she started to push them more and more and more and more.
He's on Alpha.
And then after her cat went...
Let her be on Alpha. That's fine. Do you know whose voice this is?
Yeah, it's Emily's.
It's Emily's voice. Oh, pay attention, class.
Went missing, and after that whole incident, like, I had asked her to leave, and it just like escalated from there. And
Tech, you are a loser. So jealous of Amberlynn. You've been fake since day one. The last host called it. You're a cringy leech, as evidenced by the Trish story you wanted us to care about so much.
I don't give a shit. Also, nice.
And I don't know a ton about this, but let me tell you, because, I mean, in the next stream I know that Amber is going to talk about how she's been with Tommy this whole time, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But seeing clips from Tommy or Emily talk about how terrible Amber is really just, like, breathes life into me, you know, because we know that they have the weirdest, grossest relationship in the world, and we know for some reason Amber cannot stay away, and neither can Tommy, apparently. And hearing clips like this, even though we have to mention Voldemort's name, other Rachel, I just love them so much.
It wasn't for Fupa, someone who hates me. We hate each other. I would feel like I'm
You don't hate each
hallucinating our
other.
meeting.
You guys are fucking friends. You guys are buddies. You guys talk. In the VC, when you were getting shit on by the fans being like, yeah, it is kind of weird that you're doing that to Tech Protect. Fupa, I'm DMing you. You guys chat to each other more than you chat to me, for sure. You keep me out of the loop for shit. You guys are friends. Don't front to the fucking audience. After working with her for a few weeks, you know what happens? Amberlynn can only have one type of relationship online, right? And it's the one where she's in charge, she has the power, she can control people. Because she's putting you in a corner. Like she claims to be, she puts everyone that she works with in a corner. Her exes, her coworkers, everybody. That's the only behavior she's doing.
I will leave.
I'll finish my point, then you can talk. Or leave the Discord! Leave the Discord, bitch! I want you to leave the Discord! Quit your job! Get evicted! Do it!
You keep dragging me into here.
Do it! Leave the Discord! Quit bus!
Then why do you keep dragging me into here?
Because I'm not working for you for free! We just played the fucking new voice note from Emily, where she had said I had to escape her. I had to leave. I left tired as fuck. I felt guilted into waiting for her stepdad to show up so I could leave. And then finally when I got out of here, the relief. We played that just now. I'm here to drag you today. If you want to talk, go ahead. I finished my point. Your turn.
You're now gaslighting Fupa.
Was that all the words you had to say? That you were like, I'll quit?
And it seems like Tech, like I said, is completely over her, which it's amazing that it took him as long as it did. I'm just kidding. We've seen her kind of burn through other hosts. We've seen her just not get along with anyone ever, seemingly. And Tech is ready to roast her. And I honestly wish that he had gotten to this point a little bit sooner, so we would have gotten to see more of this, because I think Amber is going to see herself out. I know she comes back for one more day, but I think she's ready to go, because we are getting to see Tech roast her in a way that a lot of other hosts have just been like glazing her, which is boring and uninteresting to watch.
Well, Amber came to me with these issues that she's having with, Tech and Fupa or whatever. So I tell her, okay, just go over on Alpha. All right, just go over on Alpha today, vent your frustrations. And you get baited into over here, and you're just over here. Don't ask me for help.
Oh, so this is my fault. Fair.
Yeah.
Are you here? I had a plan to help you so you could vent frustration.
Dragging me in here. I'm tired of this.
Okay, well, what the fuck? I gave you a perfect plan. And just
But he kept dragging me, Keem.
But Keem, you didn't tell me that she was supposed to be on Alpha today. I have.
Exactly.
You've told me nothing.
Exactly. I told you and Fupa absolutely nothing. This was me and Amber versus you today, and you still beat us because my teammate Amber is and gets baited and is just here. And now she's crying like an idiot instead of sticking to the fucking plan. You lost, Amber.
Oh, please move your hands so we can see the tears and eat healthier.
Give you a perfect plan to show your clout, show your star power, take away from Bus, humble Tech, humble Fupa, and they still beat your ass. You're just here. Keem's wrong. I'm just going to stay out. I'm going to come on Bus and cry. That'll be way better than siphoning viewers from Bus to flex on these motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I guess I'm an idiot. I guess you're smarter than me. Good luck, Amber. Have a good show. I gave her a perfect plan, but she decided that she's smarter than me.
Yeah.
Keem materializes and tells us essentially that it sounds like he had a plan where he was gonna do something where he feels like he could make more money probably, but he was gonna let Amber go over to Alpha and maybe make a fool of the Bus viewers, I guess. But it took like one sentence from Tech for her to immediately jump ship, to jump off of Keem's plan and fall for whatever trap where Tech was saying like, oh, I wish I could talk to her right now, when Amber could have had a real opportunity apparently to move to Alpha. So I mean, we knew this already, but it's like she literally cannot follow directions. It's exhausting to watch.
With Amber, but Amber at the same time is over on Alpha with Phantom, venting her frustrations with Tech. I mean, this was a masterpiece I was cooking up. It was going to be beautiful. It was going to be an all-out fucking war.
Yeah, I don't want to be here unless you can have like an accountable moment.
I was hoping it was going to force. It was going to force.
You're not a fucking victim here, Amberlynn Reed. You're a fucking liar.
Tech is right in the sense that you're more of a badass than you put on. Like, I've seen you where like you're free flowing and talking shit and being cocky and being super entertaining. You're not like really this baby. I think you keep reverting to this baby bullshit because that's like your safe place. You don't need to be there, especially in the LCU. Like, you're kind of a badass for real. You don't have to be victim Lynn.
But here, you know that you did wrong. And so when I'm confronting you, you want to be the victim so you get the fucking pity from the audience.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You lied on my name. I hope Emily gets reported to the fucking nursing board.
All right, so we heard them both bring up a really good point, right? First, Keem is saying you enjoy being a victim, you enjoy pretending to be a baby and being like, oh, it's impossible that I could have done something wrong because I'm just a little girl. And then also Tech saying the essential same thing, saying in this situation you know that you're wrong, you know that you did something wrong, and instead of just taking accountability, which would be the emotionally mature thing to do, you are pretending like you're the victim in this situation because you know that you will get more sympathy and more pity from it. And that, again, I talked about this in the last video, but like the cognitive dissonance in there, this is going to be painful for you to accept, to say like, yeah, I made a mistake, I did something wrong.
Deserves way better than you.
This is getting ugly.
It is. Keem, I'm telling you, if she took back the whole thing about me forcing her to do something,
if he doesn't get fired, I'm out ski.
Look, Tech is not a bad boyfriend to his girlfriend. All right.
Do you live in their walls?
And your girlfriend shouldn't be reported to the nursing bullshit.
Can we stop talking about this? If Tech isn't fired, then I will fire myself.
Please,
Amber. I gave you a chance to flex your clout and you didn't even take it. We set up a whole plan.
I literally was over there, you dumb fuck.
Tech barely even tried to bait you and it worked. You got baited so easy, it was like embarrassing.
I don't see how we're going to be able to move forward.
One apology.
I'm ready for Ken.
If she gives one, fuck it, take it. If she gives one apology, I'll give 7.
Amber, take that deal. He's going to give you 7 apologies for 1. Take that deal. What he did is a fireable offense, and I'm trying to not do that.
We are treated to see Amber threaten to quit for like the 300th time. And, you know, I think part of that is like her trolling, blah, 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 whatever. But I think really like when it comes down to it, she doesn't want to work, which valid. I also don't really want to work, but, she doesn't want to have to put in effort to anything. And so does she want to quit? Yes. Does she want to leave the second things become challenging? Yes. Do I think that she is looking for a convenient excuse to be able to do that? Also, yes, because we're coming up on, having fat camp where she doesn't want to go. The other option would be like her learning to do OBS, and she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want to challenge herself, literally even the slightest. And so her getting into this random pretend conflict with Tech is going to be her out, I think.
No, but you're right. That was like way too far.
The person who just messaged me that, clip me what Tech said in the stream.
Way
I
too
need this
far.
whole live stream to be saved.
Sure.
Someone download it.
Yeah.
No one's trying to
For
hide it.
legalities. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Legalities?
If you want legalities, we'll go legalities. But I promise you I can afford the legalities right now. You can't afford it by soundproofing fucking walls for your house.
You can't even live alone, bitch. Sorry, you're not. I do not like it here with you.
The best performing show this channel has ever had was yesterday when you were gone. Your first day here was not as good as yesterday.
I'm not. I'm done.
What are your
I'm done.
bargaining chips? You're gonna go to being unemployed? What are you? Keem owns you.
He would choose me over you.
Sure, but you know what that means? You being here with me.
You're not the one, the all.
Okay.
Neither are you.
Fupa, learn a fucking OBS. Let's rock shit out of this fucking LCU, bro.
And I think Amber is expecting, for some reason, I don't know, that she will be able to tell Keem to do whatever. Like, she forgets, because she doesn't have loyalty, I guess, that there are people who have been around for Keem for a long time and who are supportive of, like, the LCU, right? And just because Amber says she doesn't like a thing that they did isn't necessarily a reason for Keem to immediately fire them, Like, this is his job too, and that's just not how, like, employee relations work, Not that I think that this is, like, a normal, like, they clearly don't have the same, like, HR rules that a lot of jobs have, but, at the end of the day, like, this is a job, and as long as someone is continuing to do their job well, it makes sense to have them as part of the team. And it seems like Tech has a lot of skills. A lot of people, including myself, have said that they, like, enjoy his camera presence, and he's been a part of the LCU for a long time. So even though Amber is definitely, like, a cash cow in this situation, it would be surprising, I guess, to me that Keem would immediately side with Amber, kick him out forever.
I'll take her percentage, and we can run the show without her. I don't give a dude.
I'm not doing this.
I'll take her percentage and run this fucking show. I will guarantee profitable numbers. Oh
Stop.
my god!
Everybody stop. Amber, I'm giving you an opportunity to get a fucking fat W, and you can't just lock in and focus.
Stop fucking calling me fat.
You don't have to be fat. We can get you skinny.
When you're sober tomorrow and you call me early in the morning like you always do, we'll have the discussion.
I'm telling you right now, even when I'm sober, I'm not going to want to fire him.
All right, then. I'm never coming to bus again.
I could run a show without you.
I feel like there's a solution other than firing Tech.
These
I
are
would
so stupid.
hate that. But
how is that stupid?
These are
like,
so
why
stupid.
can't you just get some vengeance?
Amber, Lawyer Lynn enters the chat. She brings out an old favorite, which is Lawyer Lynn, who has decided that she is ready for suing to entice. Again, I think I want to do some more research on narcissists and using, like, abusing the legal system, essentially, because it feels like that's just a thing that probably happens. But she was saying earlier, this person who messaged me, make sure you clip this. I hope you do. I hope you do, because I would love to go back and hear this, like, read aloud in court, or for you to have the opportunity to review this and be like, oh, that was really like a nothing burger, wasn't it? But Amber, Keem is encouraging her to make a good choice, to think responsibly, because this is currently her only source of income, and Amber is incapable of making the decision that is best for her.
Wait, Amber, I need you to be smart.
No, I'm actually going to contact my lawyer tonight. It's fine.
Fucking fans know it, and you still decided, no, I know better. And you got played like an idiot. Do the smart thing and take Tech's hair.
He won't do it.
If you apologize for the me forcing you thing, if you admit to the audience that's not real, I'll shave my head.
I will not be gaslighted.
Wait, Amber, I need you to be smart in
No,
this.
I'm actually going to contact my lawyer tonight. It's fine.
Oh my God, my lawyer versus your lawyer. God, I'm ready. If you want to go this route, we'll go this route. But I have nothing to lose, and you have everything to lose. This is your lone source of income.
I love you, Snaggletooth.
Amber,
I love Snaggletooth.
Amber, listen to me.
You need everyone but yourself. You're pathetic. You can't do anything for yourself.
Keem has seen my income before.
Keem, it's not a punishment if I have to apologize about something that like he's lying about.
You're
It
a
no longer
liar.
becomes a punishment, and it becomes a I'll only do this if you do that. No.
I give up. I give up. I actually give up. You can't win when it's handed to you on a silver platter. Excuse me, I'm drunk.
Prarina Kaboom is going to have a field day with this one, Amber. I hope so. I hope you know Keem's going to keep me on here, and you're going to have to show up to work every day so we can make money here. And if you don't show up, I'm redirecting to whatever show's live. You're making $0. There's a long history of people I've worked with that know I would never behave that way.
You said it. You're stupid.
You're single. You're single.
All right, and this mess is going to bring me to my last little diagram of the day, which is the narcissistic rage cycle, which we can see kind of like playing out in real time, right? So Amber has like the stress going on of, honestly, her life has to be very stressful, right? And just in general. Like, not in the sense that like a lot of people have when they think of like stress, meaning like they're busy, they have kids, they are taking care of their animals, they have a job to get to. No, it's like her life, she is constantly having people point out what a terrible person she is. That has to be exhausting. She obviously has like current financial strain that she's undergoing, that sort of stuff, right? And having that is going to kind of like trigger anxiety, and often very quickly, if someone is like a narcissist, they'll have this like buildup of anxiety and stress, and then there's going to be something pretty small that snaps that like sends them over the edge, right? And they go right to anger and rage, which we're seeing a monsterlin here come out, and they will express that frustration and agitation really intensely and will crash out, as one might say, and may make really impulsive, bad decisions, right? And we see that with like the full rage, in which somebody is willing to like burn down everything, quit their job, just get out of there because they are frustrated and they don't know how to manage that feeling on their own.
Is she making the public apology?
She's not going to. I don't want to be pressured, but I don't want to be pressured into firing you for going IRL.
Keem?
But we're at a huge impasse right now.
Keem, I've loved my opportunities here. It's been a fun project to work with you. Unless I get that public apology, I'm not working with Amberlyn Reed. I will not continue this partnership.
This is the issue. She's never going to say sorry, and no one believes her. So who cares? I don't know why this is the holding point. No one believes her.
She has her holding point. I have mine. I'm willing to forgive mine and shave my head. She just needs to make one little bit of concession.
I'm not doing it. And you know why I'm
Then we're
not?
at an impasse.
Because of
Thank you,
how
Amberlyn
much you
Reed.
remind me of my fucking father. You're disgusting.
Good.
Stop right now.
No, you too, Keem. The fact that you're gonna sit here and defend him when he just went TOS, did something illegal.
Defending him, comparing him to your dad doesn't help your case. That backs up what he's trying to say. 2 words.
I'm not doing it. You guys got the wrong
You're right
one.
there. You're about to say it already. Go ahead.
The way it sits right now, Tech gets to keep a full head of hair and gets no punishment for what he did. Tech, just who cares? She looks stupid for not saying I'm sorry. Just shave your head and be done with it, because I don't want a fucking whole campaign to fire Tech. She looks stupid for not saying I'm sorry. It's just dumb at this point because it's such a little thing. Who cares? Dude, I get that, Tech, but it's Amberlyn Reed. Who cares? She cries about everything. Can you start listening to me? If you start listening to me, you would be a fucking beauty queen. You would be the damn Miss America from Oklahoma if you would listen to me. Listen to Keemstar.
You wouldn't.
I do every fucking day, and that's why I come on here looking like a fool.
This is what makes you a low
You
cow.
trigger me. You are disgusting.
This is what makes you a low cow. You have an opportunity to get a massive W, and instead, you're going to die on the hill of, I'm not saying sorry.
No, actually, you're trying to manipulate me, and it's not happening.
Just say sorry, and he's bald.
No, I'm literally, no, that's my integrity.
Oh my God, Amber, you're an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, we see Keem go on to say that like Amber cries about everything, and yeah, it's kind of exhausting, I would say, for everyone else to be around. Obviously, even if you are divorced from her sphere of influence, to like constantly have this like rage cycle happening. We've seen it a million times. We'll see it a million more. What are we gonna do? Because we know that she threatens to quit. I'm like 80% sure she's definitely back for the next one. We'll see. This is all I was able to stomach for right now. This is by far the longest, maybe not by far, by like a solid chunk, the longest video I've ever made. I know that there are some people who make like hours long retrospectives. Maybe that's something I could do at some point. But for right now, like an hour and a half is all I can possibly manage. I'm exhausted. So if you stuck around the whole time, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It really does help my channel. And if you are subscriber number 16, oh my god, welcome. That's so exciting. Like I said, I am brand new to making videos, and I would love to hear if you have like ideas or suggestions of things I should talk about next. Please feel free to leave those in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye, girls.